Social media shows us rich people. They drive fancy cars and live in McMansions because they did this one thing. And if you buy their course or their product, you can drive that fancy car or live in that fancy McMansion too. But that's fleeting wealth. That's not true wealth. And today, I'm going to tell you what the ugly truth is about building wealth. Hi, I'm Dr. Stephanie Aldrich, and this is Money Habits. I like to talk about money and habits that can help improve your life. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below and stay till the end so you can learn how to build wealth the right way. Let's talk about the ugly truth about building wealth. The first one takes time. Unless you win the lottery, being wealthy is not an overnight kind of thing. It will take decades for you to put enough money into investments for that money to build and start making money on itself. If you're part of the FIRE movement, you can build wealth and hit your freedom number a lot faster, sometimes within a decade. But for most of us, that's not a realistic goal. I found myself battling time over the years to slowly build my own financial freedom. I'm practicing patience. Sometimes that's not my inherent nature to build my wealth over time. I want to sell my business with enough money to replace my entire paycheck, not just part of it. And this means I need to invest wisely and invest in areas that will last and appreciate over time. Number 2, it takes discipline. Living below your means and not getting everything you want is difficult. I know. Early on, I was caught up in the whole doctor thing, buying the new house, buying the new car, getting a country club membership. But none of this made me happy. None of it built my wealth. All it did was put me in massive debt and married me to working hard for many, many years. I know, it was stupid. But over the years, I've gotten back in the habit of enjoying all the things that I have now and saying no a lot to the new and shiny objects. I don't feel like I'm depriving myself at all. I've traveled. I've had the new things. But what I'm focused on now in building my wealth in my life so I don't have to work for it. My money works for me instead of me working for it. I want my investments to pay me so I don't have to drill on people's faces or deal with business ownership anymore. I want freedom. And if I have to self-govern my desires, so be it. And you'll find that over time, you will too. The next one is knowledge. It takes knowledge. Thank God for YouTube. Thank God for the library. Thank God for financial podcasts. I have learned so much from reading, watching, and listening to financial books and channels. Other people know a lot more than I do about building wealth. And about a decade ago, I decided I needed to learn what they know. We are blessed to live in the information age. There's so much information out there about money and how to build wealth. Sometimes it's overwhelming because there's so much information. But what I've learned is that I don't have to do it all. All I have to do is choose a few things and implement them. I now have investments in dividend-paying stocks, syndicated real estate, and oil, medical debt, private equity, and silver and gold. Not only do I have the knowledge I need to set myself up for financial freedom, but I also have experience in each of these areas so I can help you navigate the financial waters so that you can do the same thing. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not suggesting that you invest this way either, but what I'm suggesting you do is to gain the knowledge in whatever area you want to invest in and learn how to do it so you too can build financial freedom. The next one is it takes a strategy. Saving and investing are simple concepts to understand, but definitely you need a strategy to do it correctly. Getting the right knowledge is the key. Getting the right mentor is also the key. I've made a lot of mistakes over the years and wish that YouTube and financial podcasts were around when I was 20, but they weren't, which is why I started this channel. If I can help one person avoid the mistakes that I've made on my financial journey and use the right strategy to build their wealth, then all of these videos are worth it. There's certain ways to build wealth. There's certain aspects to avoid, and there's certain aspects that create explosive growth. Finding the right path for you is key to succeeding and living the life you want and deserve. It's taken me over 20 years of trial and effort, but I've definitely found out a few things, and I'm on my way to building the wealth that I want to experience. The next one, perseverance. It takes a lot of chutzpah. It takes perseverance. I found that success in life is never a straight line. It's usually a zigzag line up. Having the right strategy in place helps me navigate when to zig and when to zag. I can't control the economy. I can't even control the crazy and irresponsibility of our elected politician. Yeah, they're a bunch of idiots. I can't control other people. The only thing I can do is diversify, invest consistently, and live within my means so that I can allow time and strategy to produce the financial freedom that I'm looking to achieve. This means I have to focus on my finances every single day, every paycheck. I need to make sure that I'm investing first and then spending on my daily activities and bills. This means that I'm checking and reviewing constantly and making sure my plan is working so I can get the result that I'm working for. And you're going to need to do that too. The next one is creativity. It takes a lot of creativity to build wealth. Sometimes you lose your job and you have to make ends meet. Sometimes you really want to go on vacation and you pick up a side hustle so that you have the money for it. I found that I make a plan and I follow it until something stops it from happening. I've had to pause my wealth accumulation at certain times during my career because of outside circumstances, like having a baby, the COVID shutdown, and economic downturns. When times are good, I ramp my savings and investing up. When times are down, I do as much as I can. No matter what I'm doing, though, I always ask myself if I'm doing everything I can to create financial freedom without burning myself out. And most times, the answer is yes. The next one is it takes energy and sweat equity. Building wealth takes a lot of energy, but physically, going to work every day, and mentally, throwing all you can in your investments. As we grow our wealth, we become stronger both physically and mentally because we develop strategies that help us work smarter, not harder. Over time, we can allow our money to work harder than we work, and that can free us up from our jobs and careers. Younger people seem to think that their success should be handed to them. This is the wrong way to think about life. None of us are entitled to anything. We must work at building wealth and becoming financially free. Nothing will be given to us. We must put the effort and the time in if we're going to be successful. And the last one, it takes help from those that know. You need a mentor. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it wasn't built by one person. I realized that my wealth was kind of like that too. I knew early on that I needed to hang around people that knew more than I did about being wealthy. I didn't listen to people that didn't make more money than I did or had less wealth than I did. I figured they don't know any better than I do on how to make my money grow. So I started following many people that knew how to build wealth using different assets, as I mentioned throughout this video. I also got my friends and family on board with my vision. I told them that sometimes I would have to say no if that they were asking me to do interfered with my wealth building journey. Luckily, they understood. If you want to build wealth too, make sure you surround yourself with like-minded people that will help you rather than block your wealth creation. So that's it for the show today. I hope I didn't scare you too bad about what it takes to build your own wealth. Let me know what you think in the comments. What scares you about building wealth? And until next time, this is Money Habits.